So this brings us to part number 7, the 7th commandment of free will. And here it is. Knowledge. Understand that knowledge is infinite and you can never know too much. Always search for knowledge. You cannot have free will if you're ignorant. You cannot have free will if you're uneducated. You cannot have free will if you're stupid. So you need to learn and you need to constantly educate yourself. But here's the caveat. There's a lot of people in this world who think they already know too much. They think they're too smart. Do not make that mistake. Do not be so full of yourself, so falsely confident. Again, going back to the last one, to number 6, do not have false confidence. Have the humility. Socrates said, the more I know, the more I understand how much I don't know. So what you need to understand is that first you need to understand that knowledge is one of the keys, is actually the ultimate key to achieving free will. To attain free will, you gotta have knowledge. You gotta know your history. You gotta know your country's history. You gotta know humanity's history. You gotta know religion's history. You gotta know all history. You gotta know science. You gotta know mathematics. You gotta know languages. You gotta know all things as much as you can about everything. You can't know everything, but you can know a lot about everything. And you gotta be humble about it. You gotta understand that no matter how much you know, you might be wrong. So again, admit when you're wrong. Admit when you think you know something. It does not demean you. It does not lower you or lessen you when you make a mistake. When you think you knew something and you were wrong. Or when you have an original idea and you're very proud of your original idea, and then and somebody finds flaws in it and points them out. Don't look at it as, oh my God, he's attacking me. No. Oh, look at it as, well, thank you, because I had an original idea. There were some tweaks in it that needed fixing, and you've helped me fix it, and now my original idea will be even better with your help. Think logically, understand the world around you, and you will benefit. Do not run away, do not hide. The most ignorant thing you can do in life, I don't care how smart you are, I don't care how many books you memorize, I don't care how much you think you know, if you're rigid and stuck in your idea, if you think that my way is the only way, and no one else really understands things, no one else really knows things the way I do, you've just made yourself stupid. You've just completely ruined any possibility of you moving forward, because you've isolated yourself into one condition, and no human mind can encompass the entire universe. That's why we need to learn from others. So whenever you have any idea, whenever you think a concept, a philosophy, even a political whatever movement appeals to you, and you say, I agree with these guys, this is my mentality, this is what I want to be part of, do not take that as absolute rule, as absolute law, because there will be flaws in it, and accept that there will be flaws in it, and listen to others, and debate it intellectually, and open your mind, and learn more, because if you don't have free will. Because then you're reacting emotionally. You're reacting from fear. You're afraid you're not smart enough. You're afraid the other person's trying to somehow demean you. If you're afraid of being demeaned, if you're afraid of being ridiculed, whatever you're afraid of, or you're overacting with ego. You think you're too good. You have a bad attitude. Whether you're afraid or whether you're egotistical, you're equally weak and you're equally reacting to an emotional impulse. And when you react to emotional impulses, you lose strength in life. Because strength in life is free will. And that's why we don't have free will. Because we constantly lose our strength in life to emotional fears or emotional egotism. People who've suffered in life tend to be ruled by fear. But people who've lived their lives in comfort tend to be ruled by overconfidence and cockiness and egotism. And that is just as debilitating as fear. I don't care which one it is. It is equally debilitating. I can give you 1,000 examples of overconfident people who end up committing suicide, even though you think they're at the top of the world. There's people who reach the climax of society, rulers of the world, and they end up dead because of their cockiness and overconfidence, because they can't handle the truth. They can't handle the fact that they need to learn that no matter how much they know, no matter how far they got in life, there's still a way to go, because knowledge is infinite. And that's the key. Understand that knowledge is infinite. And no matter how much you know, you never know enough. You never know enough. And there's no such thing as bad knowledge. Knowledge is a tool. Just like there's no such thing as a bad hammer or a bad knife. You either kill with your tool or you build something great. So understand that knowledge is a tool and that knowledge is infinite. And you can always improve your knowledge and never get stuck in thinking that you know too much. Because you never do. That's it.